you look at a big man like Michael Ray, for instance, are you thinking to yourself, this is going to be a I think it's more those bowlers who do they bowl a good make it the ball to stand up a little bit, make it come forward and it's high on the bat. It's harder because it's not in the middle. And then you face some guys who are a lot quicker. You look at a big man like Michael Ray, for instance, are you thinking to yourself, it's closer to the middle. You look at a big man like Michael Ray, for instance, are you thinking to yourself, this is going to be I think it's more those bowlers who do they bowl a good make it the ball to stand up a little bit, make it come forward and it's high on the bat. It's harder because it's not a little bit of that. And then you face guys who are a lot quicker. You look at a big man like Michael Ray, for instance, are you thinking to yourself, it's you look at a big man like Michael Ray, are you thinking to yourself, this is going to be I think it's more those bowlers who do they bowl a good make it the ball to stand up a little bit, make it come forward and it's high on the bat. It's harder because it's not a little bit of that. And then you face. Talk to him this morning. Obviously they'll run some further tests to see what other damage was done. It was great to know that.
It's still lagging.
Itself was put it back in place.
I think you're gonna lag naturally, you know.
Things around that.
But you keep hearing replays, like the same thing replaying 2-3 times, and then
Last thing, bowling again, but diving around the park is another one.
Let's see what happened on YouTube.
Side effects.
because I had on the channel itself, I had a wait name scheduled, right? A YouTube session scheduled for us, but I don't know how to bring you in on that. You are Sammy in on that without having a streaming service. Okay, you mute.
Right. I hear it clear here.
YouTube session scheduled for us.
No problem.
And down low prices of high quality with our
Kind of madness is this one.
And down low prices on
You still hearing it?
quality needs. Because at Kroger, quality and low prices always come together.
Good.
Kroger.
I pause it, but I started to press it again because I didn't want it interfere with me and I talking.
Yeah. I'm gonna try this one more time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the YouTube, and you and I are going to talk.
We got like 7 people in already.
Oh shit.
Williamson efficiency until he.
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to.
That's lovely. Rides the bounce and guides it down to the third boundary for 4.
Yeah, Kevin.
It's nicely played, purposely played, just angled it down, got over the top of it, nothing wrong with that.
It's good. Just in case anybody's listening, 113 for 6. Greaves just hit a 4. I still think we can get bowled out by T.
It's a real possibility. It's a real possibility. But let's recap some of the things that happened earlier, right? Starting from yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday evening, once we took strike. And it seems like it's a clear issue with the mindset. And we would have spoken about this before, right? It's a mindset problem. It's a recognition problem, recognition of where we are in the moment in the game. And I took a look at John Campbell's dismissal. I'm not going to count Anderson Phillips' dismissal. Even though I personally think they shouldn't have sent a night watchman. You understand me? I'm not gonna pay any attention to that. But you don't cover your off stump, but you're leaving alone. Right? Now imagine if you had covered your off stump and you got your pads out there. More than naturally, you'd have been struck outside off stump. You create some amount of doubt.
Yeah.
You understand? What's the worst case scenario of what's going to happen? Umpire, if the umpire says not out, what do you think is going to happen? They can't reverse though, right?
Yeah.
You get umpire's call, but you don't cover your off stump. You leave alone, and you get bowled down, knowing that these men have the ability to swing the ball back. Today, Brandon King took off for an impossible single. Like, where are you going? You know, where are you going?
The man want to run back to Kingston, but they didn't expect that.
What I'm saying is you are set. You understand? You're 22, you're looking good. The man plays some spanking drives. And I said to myself, once again, just like the first innings, he looks really good here. He's set to go on. And he found a way to get himself out.
Yeah, we keep doing that. We keep and again, this goes back, for me, it goes back to our first class. All this always goes back to the first class. Yeah.
I don't even want to discuss that, right? Because I saw somebody said to me today, they were referring to Michael Ray, right? Michael come in and he looks ready. So I said to that person, I said, because Michael Ray has been playing first class cricket for the better part of 10 years. You understand? In a first class system that prepares players. Jesus Christ.
He's gone.
Gone. In a first class system that prepares players for.
It looks like we can lose by 10 now, get bowled out by 10.
Yeah, it's quite a possibility.
Anyway, West Indies get bowled out for 27, so. We back to some West Indies ways when it comes to this.
So here's then you got Roston Chase, right? Roston Chase seems like they've placed two big boulders on his foot, right on the popping crease, right on that white line. And it's like he's only reduced to staying right there. He can't move. He hasn't tried to do anything different. He hasn't tried to get out the crease. He hasn't tried to take a couple of steps down to put the bowler off, because you know what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Right? You know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you right in that corridor, right on fifth stump. And that's where he got out today again, fifth stump. When he got bowled down in the first innings, where was the line of the ball? Fifth stump. Off the inside edge. So that man work both sides is edge in this match. Outside edge, inside edge. Do something different.
Jeffrey, you think we could reach to 150 or 100? 100?
You talking about the lead?
Yeah.
It'll be tough from here on. I don't want to put any bets on it. It'll be tough from here on out. Right? It'll be tough from here on out.
Yeah, because a different wicket than the last one. Because of this one, this was saying is that West Indies didn't bowl good in when we played with even though we got them out, we didn't bowl the inexperience of and Anderson Phillip, even though he got 3 wickets, he bowled a lot of runs.
Yeah, he bowled poorly.
And we undermine New Zealand team.
That's where we are.
Yeah, that shouldn't happen, right? New Zealand down their best bowler right now. They're down their best bowler.
Nicely.
Yeah.
Conditions. With a good touch, man in form. A huge wicket for Jacob.
But I tell you what, this is a perfect opportunity for Tevin Imlach, because it seems like we're going to lose the game before the day is out, right? But this is a perfect opportunity for Tevin Imlach to get some runs under his belt. And the main reason why I'm saying that is it'll keep Ian Bishop quiet for a little bit, because it seems like Bishop is going out of his way to criticize Imlach. There have been different occasions in the match where he and the other commentators have been talking about a topic totally different to Tevin Imlach, and he switched to Tevin Imlach needs to make runs. Tevin Imlach needs to make runs. Tevin Imlach needs to make runs. Today, he changed his tune a little bit to, I don't have anything against Tevin Imlach. Why do you need to say that? Why do you need to qualify what you're saying? Right? Say what you're saying and say it with your whole chest. Don't qualify it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knows that Imlach needs to make runs. Everybody knows that Imlach needs to make runs.
I really hope he makes some runs tonight. He got to stand up.
Yeah, he has to stand up. The match dictates, the situation dictates that he stands up right now. Justin Graves is the same thing too. Every time he's been out in this match, in this series, he's been right on the crease. Take a couple of steps out of your crease, bat out of your crease. Make the bowler shorten his length. Make him do something different.
Mm-hmm.
Shea Hope is the same thing. He came in with the mindset that these people are going to try to bounce me. If you look at the position that he ended up in when he got caught on ball, you could see it's in the back of his mind, I'm going to get bounced.
Yeah.
And he ended up shoveling the ball back to the bowler. Ordinary delivery. An ordinary delivery.
By the way, for the two people in the chat, good night, everybody.
Don't forget to subscribe, share this live.
Yeah, share, guys. Share on your streams.
We're staring down the barrel of defeat right now. After putting ourselves, I thought, in a very good position when we bowled out New Zealand last night. I ain't buying the declare thing that I got there. You got bowled out.
yeah, because the one person come back anyway. So
yeah, you got bowled out, right?
Mm.
So you work yourself back, because New Zealand were 112 for 1 or something at one point, and then they lose 2 wickets quick. 2 quick wickets, but there's been the team in the match, right? The wickets are falling in clumps.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I thought that we allowed the tail to wag a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just said I didn't think we bowl consistently in the right areas, and it shows the inexperience. I mean, for matter of fact, even Seals didn't bowl too well.
No, Seals had an erratic bowling performance.
Yeah, I mean,
I thought he was all over the place. It was interspersed by some really good gems that he bowled that didn't bite the edge, that didn't clip the off stump. But outside of that, there were numerous too many boundary balls.
Even Anderson Phillips, I mean, he bowled some beauties, but at the end of the day, I guess somebody else gone.
Imlach.
Outstanding from Jacob Duffy. Pitches this one up full. Get some swing. Great swing away.
Jesus, boy, you know, just push his bat out to the body.
Finds the outside edge.
Oh my goodness.
You know what irritates me? Like, sometimes with all these years watching West Indies cricket, we make ordinary bowlers or people just look good. It's like, that's a ball for you to leave alone, brother. Where you going
exactly
after the, like?
And look, it's a divide for 5. West Indies 114 for 8.
Exactly. That's the delivery that you leave. The match dictates right now.
Yeah.
Goal to
We
you.
going after that. Like, and again, it goes back again to our first class season, fellas. It's like, like every people is like we always it's
The match dictates right now, Walter. First class setup or not. The match dictates right now that you let that ball go.
yeah.
That is what the moment says. And this is what I talked about the other night when I spoke about controlling emotions at the crease, right? Not to be impulsive.
Yeah.
Right now, you make them bowl to you. Make them bowl to you.
And I see Tevin Black, if he gets dropped on whatever, people gonna be like, he's gonna, because he needs a run, but he hasn't stood up. Like when you get out like that, man.
It's ordinary.
That's it wasn't that's the thing. It's not I'm irritated when I see like why are you doing that? Like why they're playing it again. It's like
it's just ordinary batting. Really, really ordinary batting.
It wasn't there. Like you already batted. You already batted 40 something balls.
You're seeing by now. You should be seeing the ball.
39 balls, yes, and then you
should be seeing the ball by now.
Just leave that alone, man.
Both hands in the air, Bobby said, apologizing to his colleagues.
You let that go. You let that go. Let it go on about the business. You let it go. Make them bowl to you.
Apologies.
Well,
give me a sec there, Walter.
It's been brilliant. It's got a high pace. It's backed it up from the heavy workload. Having a great review on the RBW. Finding some late swing. Good pitch carry. Nicely through to Tom Latham.
Yeah.
Able to back up 60 overs. And
I think Mr. Casanova, the Josephs are not coming back until next year. They're injured, so I think the Josephs might not be back until when is our next series? When is West
Indies? Even without the Josephs, Walter, I thought in this series at least the bowling attackers held up, right?
Yeah, they have.
They've held up. It mightn't have been a spectacular performance. It mightn't have been, as efficient as it is with especially with Shamar and Alzari and Jaden Seals bowling in tandem. But they've held up pretty well to bowl out New Zealand for 278.
Yeah, with an experienced. You're right, Kevin. Even though I was harsh on them, again for the team, the theme of West Indies cricket. Let's say under the Kohli and the Darren Sammy era, more so the Australia Test series. I mean, it's our batting has let us down.
Yeah, the batting has let us down.
And a lot of times it's just like Imlach just now. It's not like the young man don't have obvious talent, but
he's very talented.
When you're gonna give your wicket away like that, this is Test cricket. You're gonna play through the line of a ball that you should have let go, and then give a regulation slip catch. It shows a lot. It shows that you rightly said there is a mindset change that needs to happen, and we are sitting here on our couch as coach fans,
our armchair analysts,
and we don't know what's going on. But that Imlach out dismissal, it could have been it could have been avoided. He didn't have to play through the line, as you said. At this particular stage of the game, it dictates you being patient. Who cares if you're 5 off 39?
I don't care if he scored 5 off 70 at this point in time. I don't care. the longer he spends at the crease, the more acclimatized he becomes to Test cricket.
I would have been, for me, I would have been pleased if he got out trying to rotate the strike. Like you understand? Just looking for a single. Like, because there's being positive, right? Because positive is not about boundaries, it's about giving the ball a different batter to bowl at. Even though and Chase is and Roach was quite capable. Right. So at the end of the day,
here's something, Walter. Each and every one of those players that's playing in this game right now on the West Indies would have dreamed of playing for West Indies from the moment they started playing cricket for West Indies, right?
Yeah, true.
And you would have worked hard to get to this point. And you get to this point now and you get stage fright. That's what it seems like, stage fright. You're on the biggest stage and you don't know how to handle it.
You know what, Kevin, one thing I'll say,
Stop. Very good stop from.
Please, we have 52 people in the chat. Let's say, hey, one of the things you'd like for you to do is just indicate where you're watching from.
Yeah.
Like, share, subscribe. Just indicate where you guys are watching from so we could know.
It's not enough. We take it up and get every time. Well, say
we know we all are suckers for this, for West Indies cricket, and so I should be doing some work, spending some time with my family, but yet here we are. And so, as somebody has been watching cricket since in the 1980s, a little child, a little boy, I get a right for cuss and be an armchair critic.
And it's almost over now.
Inability to offer resistance. New Zealand edge closer. There's the kitchen sink of this. Margaret pushes it up. Seam. It's a fake swipe of that.
Shields goes for duck.
He's been outstanding with the gloves.
Respect, FG.
Driver's seat, West Indies. 119 for 9 is Jaden Seals.
See, I got a problem with that shot there too.
Yeah, Mr. Casanova, boom. Yeah.
I got a problem with the shot that was just played.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I giving all the bowlers a pass. I giving them man a pass. Yeah.
I mean, you got to when when you got senior batsmen doing what they do, and somebody made a point today that they said whenever Shai Hope doesn't make any runs, whenever Shai Hope doesn't score, West Indies don't score across formats.
So we are Shai Hope or bust?
Yeah, so it seems like it's Shai Hope or bust, right? Shai Hope or nothing. OJ Shields felt a lash.
We get him around with him.
He might as well, buddy. He might as well. You understand me?
At least 4 runs. At least we lead down to we get a 5th run. And let me tell you, guys. We lead is we make 27 the other day, so you never know. You just never know.
Lyndon Guyano, big up. Yo, FG, check this out. It's not about the bowlers doing the batter's job, right? It's about showing some pride, some West Indian pride. You understand me? It's about showing some pride. I'm putting some value. I don't expect them to make runs like the top order make, but prolong them people that's out there. Why play a shot like that? Prolong the thing. You never know what can happen.
Yeah, that's a thing, because all right, let's say we go and bowl out and get New Zealand 4-7 or tortoise 4-6 for 8. And we needed and he could have batted and get another 20 runs. Right? Because this game is a game of glorious uncertainty. Because for me, if we got runs on the board, I'm going out there as a bowler and I'm bowling my heart out.
Exactly.
Right. So
the more runs you have is the more chance you have.
Vardy, I hope you're right, bro. Hey, where were last week? Hear what I said. I said we lose the game by T this time. So
OJ Shields pelting last year, but OJ Shields pelting last.
At least the man covered. We get about where's the point? I mean, he understands. I mean,
exactly. Big up Tyre Mohammed.
Yeah, at least he know that he can get the requisite skills. So, I mean, he's trying to think. So,
but you see, here's the thing, right? They're all the New Zealand bowlers are expecting him to stand in front of his stumps and play, and he's giving them something different to look at, right?
Yeah.
That is what I'm saying with the top part of the batsman. Okay, Ruston Chase knows that he's been pinned to the crease in almost every match since he's came back into the team. Give the bowlers something different to look at. Don't just stand there.
It's high. Michael Ray underneath it. Should take it. Does take it. 2 test matches and 2 5-wicket hauls in this series.
All right. But you know what? What you said about as we get bowled out and we get lead of 5-5. All right. Vardy, I hope you're right. But one of the things that Ricky Poynton said is that even in your defense, you could tell if someone is being aggressive or being positive. Sorry.
Yeah.
And so is how Chase has been, because he's not been in form and he hasn't played a lot of first-class cricket. He hasn't played a long format cricket. He could tell that in terms of at the lower level. So the confidence is lacking, right? And for me, Chase got talent. He's a guy that got almost 5 test hundreds, right? It's 5 test hundreds.
Yes, 5 test hundreds. So pre Ruston Chase losing form around 2019, I think, or late 2018, 2019 time frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had racked up, what was that? 5 centuries and I think 8 or 9 half centuries in that first block of his career, if you want to put it that way, right? That first block of his career. It was very impressive. Even though West Indies were losing some of those matches, he was the man that was holding an end. And you kind of, a lot of times, many people was like, this man is doing what Shiv Narayan Chanderpaul was doing, right? Because Shiv would be at the other end and wicket stumbling, and Shiv said, I ain't giving him a wicket away, no matter what happens. And that's how he looked. But in his endeavor to go play some T20 cricket and make himself more, I guess, marketable, because that's the only thing it could be.
I mean, it goes back to everything about it. I mean, you gotta look fit, brother. The man gotta get life after cricket, and so, but that's the problem. But how the Australians and the Indians have been able to, like, some of the good to great players have been able to do both.
Yeah.
Right. Like play in the shorter format and the longer format and be successful. I mean, that's good.
Because the people that success across formats, that succeed, are the ones who apply the basics. And I continue to say, I don't care what format of cricket you're playing. If you stick to the fundamentals, you are going to succeed. It is no secret as to why Virat Kohli was successful and still is successful, because he's just playing one-day cricket right now, right? But there's no secret as to why you were successful across formats. Because you do the basics and you do them for a long period of time. Any sport that you're playing, if it comes down to who can do the basics and who can do them longer.
Mm-hmm.
Do the ordinary things for a long period of time. That's all it is. They got a couple of questions here I want to answer. FG asked if Chanderpaul was dropped or he had an injury. No, FG got injured on the morning of the game. I think it was about an hour or so before the match started. He went to do some batting practice and he picked up a side strain.
Yeah, and then Brandon King didn't take he looked good as you said, and he didn't take advantage of this. You're gonna run out as
there are people, and a good friend of mine does disagree with me regularly when I say Brandon King needs to be opening the batting for West Indies in Test cricket. You understand me? People keep saying, no, you got to bat at 4, you got to bat at this, you got to bat at that. No. West Indies, the moment that West Indies cricket are in right now is that Brandon King needs to be batting at the top of the order.
Mm-hmm.
If he's going to play, that's where he has to play. We don't have any opening batsmen right now. And this is where we have to do something different.
It doesn't show where we're in. I mean, I like looking at the stats and I like looking at the people that make runs and them kind of thing and for West Indies cricket. And it's terrible. It's sad that we don't have that.
Yeah.
35 to Hodge, 25 to Graves.
But I'll say this much, right? If West Indies want to get back to producing good cricketers, stop playing all these little T20 tournaments that they're playing in and T10 tournament that they're playing in all them islands. You understand me? And especially at the age group level. Stop playing all them T20 tournaments. That is one of the prime reasons why men can't last at the crease. They bat 2-3 balls and the next ball is peltalash. We already got a weak system, or there's no structure, as I should say, in how we're raising our next generation of cricketers. And then you feed them T10 and T20 cricket. How you expect them to come out here and perform?
Mm-hmm.
Right? How you expect them to come out here and perform?
And this is it. It's like, for me, I think we're not as we know, we're not playing enough cricket, but I keep saying this. We have to, sometimes you got to realize as you say, where you are in life, where you are in life.
Yeah, you have to.
And so for me, at this particular point in time, West Indies cricket is not at the best. We don't, like, I'm saying, like, go to, okay, so let's say we're going to Trinidad. Here comes the Mr. Bradford, the doctor. Right.
What's up, Sam?
Yeah.
I could barely hear you, Sam.
Oh, sorry. Just a moment.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, meeting after meeting after meeting, that's my life.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes, right? It'd be like that sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah.
As you join us here, OJ Shields was having a cameo, and he just got out, and that's it. West Indies.
Oh, we're up. Oh, wow.
Hey, Tommy.
Uh-huh.
I said by T. This is second test.
Tommy said by T. Walter said by E. The first test he said by T, right? He gonna get the wish in this game here.
It's all them bandwagonists will jump on the West Indies wagon after last week, It's some crosses jump on. That's why this happened.
Oh my God.
Oh boy. Well, watching here now. Wicket in the 46th, in the 45th, and the 44th over.
That's about it.
About the 45th, 46th, and 47, sorry.
We accustomed. This week we've about 50 overs, 40 50 overs. But you know what I'm saying, Kevin and Sammy. Like for me, the first class season, I would have look at like certain price. You know, Guyana, with certain price you don't get no rain, and sometimes it's get rain. So if I go into Guyana or I go into Trinidad, I can say, listen to me. We got 5 or 6 pitches we can develop. So, and we can play. Everybody going. You ain't got to stay in the biggest fancy hotels. They got a lot of smaller hotels, and you can stay, you can camp, and so you can work out cheaper. Or even if you got to stay in hotels, you could get Airbnbs, and they say, listen to me, for this couple, let us rebuild. It's like a camp. And you get 2 rounds in Guyana, and then we chill. And then we rest, and then we go to Trinidad, and we get 2 rounds of a one-day tournament. And then we go to Barbados or Jamaica, and we do the same. Right? So I thank you, Verdi. Thank you, Verdi. Yes, Kevin, yeah. So I sometimes I think we need to, one of the things, we just need to play better cricket. But I know we're strapped for money, but there are always ways around it. We gotta cut back on something. I don't think we should cut back on the number of games that we play, but find some other ways. We ain't got to stay in a big fancy hotel, brother.
Also, hold on, right? It's not about them matches though, it's not so much. The biggest problem is at the age group level. How are these players being coached? You understand me? How are these players being coached? What type of crickets are they being exposed to? Are they under 15? Are they under 17? Are they under 19? And I see now there's some islands playing under 23 cricket. Hats off to them. But here is my issue. You're playing one-day cricket. In Trinidad, I see they're playing one-day cricket right now at the under 23 level. Why are we playing on one-day cricket? Why are we not playing 2 or 3 day cricket at the under 23 level?
Mm-hmm.
31 matches, very similar average.
Hey, Verdi, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And in response to your question, I don't think New Zealand bowling was anything special. The batsmen just have to apply themselves. It's nice. Yeah, look, I don't think the New Zealand attack presented anything special either, right? I really don't think they presented anything special either. I think our batsmen were just poor, especially in this innings.
Let's look at the Imlak dismissal is a perfect example.
Yeah, it's
you hang your bat. Okay, like I don't know or something.
There was no reason for the shot, and especially with everybody got their eyes on him.
As we start, and they talk it wrong, but I'm telling you, they're gonna try and play positive.
Hey, Mr. Casanova, it is no secret what the South Africans are doing. It is no secret what the New Zealanders are doing, because they're in the same bucket, or in the same boat. Let me put it that way, right? In terms of the amount of financial resources available to them. But there's an emphasis placed on development of the game, development of each and every player in their system. I was listening to the current head of the West Indies Academy, who used to work in the New Zealand system, and he said every dime that is spent in New Zealand cricket on player development is very targeted. Every dime. So maybe Kishore Shallow and Chris Derrin need to make a trip over to New Zealand and have a discussion. Make a trip over to South Africa and have a discussion.
Well, Kevin.
Are you saying, sorry, go through.
No, 1 second before you say anything. I responded to Kevin. The problem is that they got enough Keisha Shallow and them and Chris Darren them got sense. But some of the people in some of the territories have none. Some of the people that run the cricket don't have no sense.
And you're right. The problem is not at the West Indies Cricket Board itself. The problem is in the territories because the players are developed in the territories. They're not developed at Coolidge. You understand? They're developed in the territories. And everybody seems to think this is a Darren Sammy problem. This is a Kishore Shallow problem. It is not. The moment y'all start looking at who is the head of the Jamaica Cricket Association, who is the head of the Guyana Cricket Board, who is the head of the BCA, who is the head of the TTCB, Windward Islands Cricket Board, Leeward Islands Cricket Board, then we're going to start understanding and addressing our problems instead of looking at Darren Sammy. Those people gave Darren Sammy this group of people to play. You understand? They're the ones that...
How much cricket you play in primary school and high school, in school, as compared to back in the day? Anyway, sorry, Sam. Make your point.
Both of you go to work every day or almost every day, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Why do you go to work? Sound like a strange question, right? But why do you go to work?
You gotta take care of family.
Family, number one.
You gotta take care of family. Number one.
Yes, that's number one. You need to earn money, right? But why else do you go to work?
For me, it's a sense of purpose. Every
sense of purpose, right? I like that answer.
We ain't got no choice though.
Managing, not about choice now. Managing cricket, you're the big boy on the island. You know, you're the this on the cricket board. Is a sense of purpose for some people. And when they give that up, they don't have anything else going on for them. Right? I'm not justifying what is happening. I'm just saying to you.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Some people, that's it.
You are absolutely right. It's like the people who used to go to school and they used to get bullied, right?
Mm.
And now they get big. And they manage to work themselves into a position of authority. So now they wheel that authority around in the most toxic way possible.
Yeah.
You understand? Instead of striving not to be that person that bullied them, they become the bully.
Yeah.
When you look at the interaction between a lot of regional board members and players and all this kind of stuff, you see what I'm talking about. How they treat players, how they interact with players, how they interact with the public, how dismissive they are. You can't criticize these people, you get ostracized. You understand? The minute you say anything that doesn't align with them, that's it. Players are suffering because of administrators who can't take constructive criticism. Or if a player says XYZ and it's not palatable for them.
Yeah.
That's the last time that player would have represented their territory.
And I gotta agree, Rod's me and you on the same page, but hangover.
Yeah, Rods. It's a hangover. It's a hangover.
Hangover colonialism, slavery. Yeah, no, I as I said, I believe in this lady called Joy DeGruy, and she talks about post-traumatic slave syndrome. So we suffer from that a whole lot. We can't help ourselves. Remember, guys, to like, share, subscribe, and please, if you watch, please just say where you're from, where you're watching from. Some people have done that already. Like, share, put it on your social media. And if you're watching us for the first time, again, just remember, just like and share.
And welcome to the Top of Off Cricket Podcast.
Yeah.
If you're a first time viewer, thank you for coming by. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us. I know watching West Indies cricket sometimes can be torturous, but it's what we sign up for. Winston Leslie, big up from LA.
From Cali?
Yeah, all the way from Cali.
Hey, Cameron, we from the same. Hey, from Toronto, big up from T-Dot, the 6. Hey, Mr. Cameron.
Any Jamaicans in the house?
I ain't seen no yard man in the house yet. I see my
Why
yard.
they must be, they can't let me down now. What?
Hey, the Major General, first time we welcome, big man, welcome.
He's got good skills.
Hey, Glenn from Anguilla, respect, Glenn.
Big up the Anguillans. Big up the Anguillans.
Big full of seam.
Yeah.
Quick, big fuller.
It's a tough watch.
So technical.
Thanks, FG. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
To the next game.
Thank you very much.
But gentlemen, one of the things I've been doing of late is not
Shane
just to
from
look at
Jamaica.
but to look at balls faced. In everything, you got to look at the positive.
Hold on, Sammy. They got a man in the comments here. So Cameron from Toronto said, Sammy looks familiar. Did he attend PC?
Of course. Yes, sir, I did. I did. 97, 99.
Big up yourself. Oh, we got a yard, man. Mr. Casanova, big up yourself.
Cameron, yeah, okay.
Yeah, in America.
Yeah, you know, still qualify,
Yeah.
11 without loss.
It's 2 overs down, 11 without loss.
Yeah.
And it's just about being positive. I don't think we went into this innings being positive. It has nothing to do with playing the big booming drives or whatever. You understand? You can be positive in defense. You can be positive in your body language. And I thought today the body language was awful.
Mhm.
It looked more like we're hoping to survive rather than we're going to go out there and we're going to put the New Zealanders on the back foot. Major General said 10 overs. Cameron said yes. Oh yes, it's Siobhan Batch, 96 to 20 to 2001, I think he meant.
Cameron.
So I just did A levels there, you know.
I know Chevron Cameron. I know Chevron. We probably come across.
I'm bad with names, so
We probably come across one another sometime.
Major General, so you're saying Imlach doesn't deserve a couple more matches? Is that what you're saying? And as we talk Bishop on the Imlach thing again, he can't help himself.
But you know, earlier tonight I listened to him, and he says he loves the young man in terms of his drive. You know, he's out there working on his game, but he's just got some technical things that he's got to work out. So remember this year actually, during the 4-day, I said to you guys, Imlach, Jason Mohammed, both of them take a leg stump guard. That was interesting to me because when I look at Brian Lara, a Carl Hooper, is the same thing they do. And to me, that forces you have to move your feet. You can't have stone feet because if you're batting from that position.
Yeah.
So Bishop was suggesting that also helps. It might be something he does to prevent the LBW to not have his feet.
So what I found with Imlach is his head gets outside of the ball, right? I noticed in the first innings there was a deliberate effort to not let his head get outside the line of the ball. He was actually making a concerted effort, and he's a very good player spin. And I was surprised that he allowed that man to get through his gate. Right? Imlach is a very good player spin.
Mm-hmm. Didi, Mashaba said Imlach's glove work is good. His batting needs work, so it's a conundrum.
So somebody here is Major General is saying Django and Hamilton get no such chances. If our players are picked based on what takes place in the first class season, right? I don't dispute that Jamar Hamilton is a good wicket keeper.
how to counter that.
Jamar Hamilton is not
6 meters. Do I defend or do
a
I
test cricketer. I'll say that. Right? He's not a test cricketer. Imlach has more upside than Jamar Hamilton. I'll tell you that much. Now, if I'm a selector, I am not selecting Amir Jangu as a wicketkeeper. I'm selecting Amir Jangu purely as a batter. Right? I'm selecting him purely as a batter. He can keep, but I don't think he can do both at this level. Right? What I do think is Imlach needs a run and a trust from Sammy. That's what he needs. Because we gave Joshua Da Silva a run. For the better part of 5 years, he passed 50 5 times. Is that satisfactory? So why can't we give Imlach a run and say, look, I'm going to give you an honest shot. 15 test matches. If you don't succeed, we'll go on about our business. Because at about 15 test matches, that's an honest, you've supported a player at that point in time.
Fellas, we got over 120 people in the stream right now. So big up yourself.
I would love to see Amir Jangu back in the side, not as a wicketkeeper batsman.
Well, Kevin, Jamar Hamilton had 573 runs last year.
Walter.
This year.
Walter, Jamar Hamilton is another Devon Smith.
Top of the bounce, soft in hands.
Jamar Hamilton is a first-class bully. That's what he is.
No. Devon Smith is a first-class great. Hamilton is a good.
You understand? He's a first-class bully. They got some players that are just that, first-class bullies. And you put them... He played a test match. I'll tell you what, he played a test match a few years ago against India. And he couldn't get the ball off the square. This is a batsman that attacks and beats everybody in first-class cricket. And he couldn't get the ball off the square. Literally. Couldn't get the ball off the square.
Hey, Devon Smith got the average 39, but you know, man, that's almost 15,000 first-class runs.
Now that tells you the state of West Indies cricket. You understand? How many centuries Devon Smith scored in West Indies first-class cricket?
3,800.
38 centuries.
Hey, we ain't seen it in a while now, you know. When they ain't got nobody.
Glenn Ford, I know you're from Anguilla, and I know Jamar Hamilton from Anguilla also. You understand? But you have to understand something. This has nothing to do with being biased. This has nothing to do with being favorites or whatever the case it might be. I have watched Jamar Hamilton almost his whole career. He is a first-class bully. He is a very good first-class player. He's going to make a lot of runs at first-class cricket because there's a lot of soup bowling, as we just call it in Guyana, soup bowling in first-class cricket in West Indies.
So dangerous.
Whether you want to agree with that or not, I'm not going to fight with you on it, but I'm telling you what I've seen.
Seals look out of it, though.
Seals hasn't been himself.
Start operating.
Big up Danji, Baptiste. Big up.
Gentlemen, I want to go back to this view about numbers of balls faced. You know, last night, I made the point that I would want for our batters to score at least 30 runs. And I think tonight we could have gotten at least 30 from Brandon King. Brandon King looked like, you know, he was going to put some runs on the board, probably even get a 50 or so. Anyway, unfortunate run out. But yeah, so if we're looking for our batters to get at least 30 runs, what's the minimum number of balls you think they should face? Well, not minimum number, but not minimum, but what's an ideal number? I have an idea in mind, but I just want to hear.
It would depend on the
conditions.
The state of the game, right?
Right. Got you.
It would
Just generally speaking.
Let's take Imlach for instance. Imlach just batted 39 balls to 5 runs, right?
Yeah.
And then ended up playing at a delivery that he had no business playing at.
Right.
Ball of 6-7 stump. You understand? You had no business playing at all.
Pushing away from his body.
Exactly. So at this point in time, what Imlach needed to do was let the bowlers come to him. Let them bowl straight. You understand?
Mm.
If it means that you have to reduce your scoring areas, that's fine. The state of the game dictates that.
Yeah.
Take a look at Brian Lara. There's a point in time when Brian Lara wasn't confident on the hook shot. And you know what he did? He took it away. Brian took it away. Chanderpaul used to do the same. When Chanderpaul realized that sometimes kind of feeling outside off stump, the drive, he took it away. He lets you bowl to him. So he plays now in this V. You understand? And he'll normally around the corner and that type of stuff. And you got to realize when you're not confident with a shot, put it away. Doesn't mean anything. Doesn't make you any less of a player.
Right. But still, I mean, I take your point, but just again, so for 30 runs, how many balls you would say? We're talking of averages now. I have an idea in mind, but I just want to hear your
60. I'll go to strike rate of 50.
That's fine.
Exactly where my mind is.
Anywhere between 40 and 50. Let's say 35 and 50.
Ooh.
Perfect. You understand?
45 and 50 was strike rate.
Yes, anywhere between 35 and 50 is perfect. You understand? That is more than acceptable. Because it's test match cricket you're playing. What's the hurry?
One second, Kevin. Two things. FG, I gotta agree with you that we need to rotate strike, and there is the being of West Indies cricket at all levels. We're not doing that. But the Major General, we gotta stop. Andrew ain't ready, buddy. We gotta stop giving these boys chances. Everybody is score or look good, and I'm gonna say it, and people just make West Indies team, and then we can end up with the people with them terrible attitudes like Marlon Samuels, or people who just think they're rich and ain't going nowhere yet, right? Look at Kevlon. I must say, everybody calling for Kevlon. I know we were totally against Kevlon. Kevlon need at least three more seasons. You see, I am telling you guys, and we said it already. People, we do not play enough cricket. Our players do not get matured until they 29 to 30, 31, 32. And a lot of times, they're not ready.
Major General, check this out. Carlin Bowen Tuckett is not ready for Test cricket right now. We would be doing the same disservice to him as if we called Joel.
Okay, you're not calling. I'm not. Okay.
Right? Carlin Bowen Tuckett.
Okay. Sorry. Right.
Carlin Bowen needs some seasoning. You understand me? Just like Kevlon Anderson needed some seasoning, Carlin Bowen Tuckett needs some seasoning. The reason why Michael Ray could come into this test match and succeed right away is because he's a seasoned first-class player playing in a first-class system that lends itself to these players stepping up to the next level and performing right away. They are well prepared.
And the man got 70 matches.
You understand? Exactly. Michael Ray would have played 70 first-class matches.
208 wickets.
You understand?
Average of 32. See, he's been playing a while now.
The first thing West Indies...
And I agree, Tevin Imlach himself is not ready for Test cricket. I agree with that too.
Tevin Imlach is at the point where Tevin Imlach, because of West Indies first-class cricket, is not fit for purpose. Tevin needed more A-team cricket. You understand? And I think Cricket West Indies keep missing that part right there.
We ain't got money.
The odd A-team tour here and there is not going to fill that void. Sherwin,
This is-
hold on, Walter. Sherwin 2020-25 says Joel Andrew can walk into this test team and be the best batsman from day one. Have you been watching Joel Andrew, Sherwin? Did you watch him play one-day cricket recently? Did you watch him play T20 cricket recently? He played against Nepal and looked absolutely awful. I want you to take that into consideration. That young man is 18 years old. Let that young man get some seasoning. Let him play some first-class cricket. Let him play some A-team cricket.
He gonna play the West Indies on the 19 actually.
Matter of fact, if I was Cricket West Indies, he should be preparing right now to play in that on the 19 tournament next month.
Seals is someone that I'm watching. I think there's a lot to like.
Sherwin, Joel Andrew is not ready for Test cricket. If you watch Joel Andrew play first-class cricket over the past 2 seasons, you would see what I'm saying. He doesn't have the awareness when it comes to understanding what to do. There are many times that he's given his wicket away for the Leeward Islands. Major General, here's the thing. There's something for Cricket West Indies to address. You understand? You can't play 5 matches and 7 matches per season and think that is going to afford your players the necessary experience. You understand? And you're right. That is the reason why Shai Hope right now looks a better batsman than he did 6-7 years ago.
Because he's at that age. He's at that age.
He's 32 now, right? He's now seasoned.
It's best to play Jason Mohammed. Let me tell you something. I know people that vex with me. It's best for you to play Jason Mohammed than Kevlin Anderson. It would have been a better pick. We they get bowled out for 30-something instead of 27. Kevy.
Yeah.
If we pay Jason Mohammed, we get bowled out for 30.
Yeah. The 3 matches against Australia. This match here resembles the 3 matches against Australia, right? We got ourselves into winning position in all 3 matches. Winning position, not a position where we had to work out, oh boy, we got to draw this game. All 3 matches were within our grasp. This game is a similar thing, you understand? We managed to bowl out New Zealand for 278. 73 runs lead. Okay, no biggie. You got a better, you got 3 days for work out what you're going to do. And we get stage fright.
Pick up Rodney Bynum from St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Sherwin.
Wait, but Mr. Casanova arrest himself. We could have played. I arrest his dump Jason Mohammed in front of.
Hold on. Sherwin. What Shai Hope has is a problem against the short ball. You understand? Not anything. Not anything over 135. He has a problem with a short ball. That's what he has. And Shai Hope has got to figure out within himself how he's going to handle the short ball. Every player got weaknesses, right? Every player got weaknesses. But you can say he looks awful, but here's a man that just scored 140 last week. You can say he has weaknesses. There's a man that just scored 100 another century against India with Jasprit Bumrah, one of the quickest bowlers in the world, in their lineup.
Most accurate, one of them. Very accurate.
Most accurate. Got one of the most fearsome bouncers in the world right now. So your argument is standing up, General. You understand me?
For me, I would, after now, I would be like, I would have said thanks to Seals and And let him just go rest for the rest of the match. We don't lose this match already.
I'd give OJ Shields the ball.
Yeah.
Listen, don't take in that first innings yesterday. OJ Shields ran and bowled a spell.
Yeah. We were on.
You understand? Shields ran and bowled a spell of sharp balls that rattled the New Zealand batsmen. He had Glenn Phillips shook. He had the wicketkeeper batsman that top scored shook. You understand? Shields looked good in that spell. I'd give him the ball. I said, go run and bowl as fast as you can. Dig it in the pitch. Don't just let these men just meander along. Oh, here we go. And as I said, here comes OJ Shields.
So then Ambrose never. He's a good player, but these fellas never go and make runs in the thing, and he never really. I don't know, man. It's like, we get players. Look at this under 19 team we get. I'm telling you, we get a set of good players. How much of them will really go on and make it?
But this is the thing. Hey, Dan Jean-Baptiste, I'm gonna answer your question just now. It depends on how we manage these players through the next phases of their career. You understand me? Because those players can go and do everything they need to do personally. It comes down to how West Indies cricket manage them in their progression. What happens when it comes to, are they going to be A-team tours? Who goes on to the academy? Will there be enough matches being played between the academy team and other teams from around the world? You understand? Are we going to put them in that environment for them to succeed?
Look what we do with the dude from Barbados, the quickie from Guyana. The under 19, who should have been in the academy, and he gone with Guyana.
Yeah, hold on, Walter. Dan Jean-Baptiste is asking, what's the average age of the New Zealand players? Most of these players that are coming into this New Zealand squad are in their late 20s. I can tell you that much. I don't know the average age, but they're in their late 20s.
This time he doesn't miss out.
Short and wide and cut away for 4.
If we take, for instance, Dan Jean, the young man that made his debut in this match, Michael Ray. Michael Ray is 30 years old.
And that's a problem. We playing players too early. Not a lot of these players are ready. And if you tell people can say we bad minding Kevlon and people are gonna, and they should not be playing. A lot of these players should.
Well, fellas, be careful when you talk about Ray. You know. Remember, I've always said on this show, when it comes to fast bowlers, they can start their life late. When it comes to batters now, you got to be in this thing before you even touch 10 years old.
Yeah, but a lot of these players playing since before the 10 years, but they're necessary. The average Australian players playing for before they left before they're 10 years old, but they don't make the team like just like that. Our problem is that we just half of these players. Listen to me. You usually said, as you given in that book, to build a batsman, it takes a lot. And right. It's similar to building an innings.
Right.
Kevin make 100, and it's like I got and you know what it takes. For me, I'm a bowler, right? I bowling from since I come out me mother belly. I could do. You understand? But Kevin them could like naturally bat, like, you understand? If I apply myself, I could do what I could defend my wicket and that kind of thing. But as Kevin when he made his first 100, he understood how to at that level. But then you gotta learn it at the next level. I'm telling you this here, Sam. I played university cricket for university again. University, and I said Philo Wallace was in the team, and I keep tell people this. I had point yet border, Philo Wallace come back, hit the ball, I in the ear, think I can pull out the catch. All I hear is bang on Kenny Richard, but I in the ear and Kenny and that is, people don't understand when people talk about like when they say the difference between the playoffs and or between college and university level in basketball.
Was you on another PC, man, Arthur?
Yes.
Roger.
Speed of the game. The card come up to me and say, "Oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on here?" It's a different level. You understand?
Yeah.
You get and it's a different level that you're at, and the game comes to you faster, right? It's just like I was looking online to see a guy batting, and he was at 60 miles, he beating the ball. The minute you go up to one, people's like, "Oh, Jason Holder slow." Okay. Face it then. Face
Hold
it
on.
then.
Hold on, Walter. Let me answer Major General here. I like Pittman. I like the look of Pittman. I think he was a heavy ball. I like Pittman.
You know, we're talking about Pittman.
We got a wicket.
We had a thumbnail with Pittman which never saw the light of day. I don't remember the story now, but he done well on one of those tournaments. He was with the academy, right?
Yes.
We just had a wicket against Sri Lanka.
Sorry?
He did very well against Sri Lanka.
Correct.
Phillips just got a wicket.
Delivery, it was a fine one. Line was good, the length was good.
Man is Philip Walter.
3-6 for 1.
Not all 5-year guarantees are alike.
Philip.
Yeah. Phillips is the New Zealand guy. The New Zealand spinner.
Yes, Glenn Phillips. I like Glenn Phillips. I think he's the type of cricketer.
By the way, what y'all thought of this night watch one thing? When I saw Anderson Phillip coming out last, I was like, come on now, man. You have your frontline batters, let them, and granted, I know Anderson Phillip will defend, but at that point, no, send out our frontline batter, man. Let them do the defending. The ball new still.
Okay, Sammy, we were talking about Isaiah Thorne, and I see Major General, we talk about it, and I think this is one that we missed the trick with, and another player that it looks like he gone by the wayside. Because I don't know how he coming back.
Gentlemen, a big problem that we've identified time and time again has to do with communication. We don't know about these players. Everything is a secret. Kevin Sinclair is a secret.
No, that's not a secret.
Well, at least to me, I don't know what the story is. You know, I don't know what the story is. Why?
Me don't know nothing what this.
Right.
I'll tell you.
I'll tell you why this is also important. You see all the noise we're hearing from some big men in cricket, Ralph Gonzalez and Billy Haven, right? People do not fully understand how things are working at Cricket West Indies. Even for people who should know, don't fully appreciate and understand how things are being. That's how I see it. Right? They might think they have an idea, but in terms of the day-to-day runnings of things, they may not fully understand it. And that comes back again to Cricket West Indies, not properly communicating what is happening. Everything is a guess and everything is a secret. And I recognize there's some things you don't want to say because you're protecting strategies and what have you, but come on now.
Let me take a look at one of the comments here that I wanted to respond to. And somebody, Sherwin said, if I have my way, the drop and chase, Warwick and Imlach in this series. I'll say this much in the interim, Sherwin. In my opinion, Darren Sammy has one choice with regards to the next test match. And Ralston Chase needs to do a Rohit Sharma and drop himself, like Rohit Sharma did in Australia last and India World Year. Rohit Sharma had to drop himself because he was so out of form. You understand? At this point, his position is untenable, and he needs to say, you know what? I am more of a hindrance to this team than anything else. I'll step aside.
No, that's a,
No, this is just for the match. You have to understand.
Probably could have played a similar shot to that. It was slightly-
This is just for the match. Say again?
Russell stop himself for the match.
no, man. No, Kevin, man. The man got to play. That's the problem, but we talk about it. We cannot keep dropping. If he's there, he has to play, brother.
So why?
Who we going in front of?
I mean, who are you going in front of?
Kevin
Exact question. Who is he going in front of?
Kavim Hodge?
I have a solution to the Roston Chase problem, right? But I cannot speak about it yet. I'm saving it for Christmas Eve night. For the Christmas Eve night live, or the New Year's night live, or whatever live recording. I'm going to address Roston Chase and some other. Listen, I got some players I need to talk about and so on. I already got my recommendations, but I don't want to jump the gun. Give him time. Because the other thing I'm going to ask about Roston Chase, have you checked Roston Chase's numbers over the year?
Over this year?
What's Roston Chase average for this year?
He has averaged, was the 16 since he came back, I think it is.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Thereabout, yeah.
But he's passed 40 twice. Once against Australia, once against India.
Fine. But when you look at his averages over the year, there wasn't anything to write home about again.
No.
Things to say.
Roston Chase between 2016 and 2020. You understand? That's when Roston Chase was a good batsman. 5 centuries and about 8 or 9 half centuries.
Understood. We
Right.
did this already. We spoke about this
Good.
already.
We spoke about that already. Now, what transpired after that? I don't know what happened to Roston Chase.
COVID, long COVID.
It gotta be. It gotta be. It has got to be.
Well, gentlemen, Roston Chase, we have to remember also bowls, right? Now, people might question how much he contributes there in terms of bowling. But the other argument we would have made when he became captain was that Sammy is in a sense doing what was done to Sammy himself, picking somebody to be captain. Because there were question marks on Roston Chase's red ball
But we
performance.
picked him, man. We didn't have a choice. Because Hope didn't want it. The man was the man for the moment. I am not dropping the man as yet. We quick for pull the trigger. We are a sock team. Y'all got Kevin. Sometimes ask question y'all as all y'all, every one of y'all in this chat and all y'all who's follow this West Indies cricket. We got we teaming good people.
No. Hold on.
Let me drink my coffee in peace.
Yes, you drink your coffee. Drink your coffee. I am not saying drop Roston Chase, period, I am saying for the next match, Roston Chase needs to take a breather. You understand me? That is what I'm saying.
I think this has been Conway's batting well.
At this point, I don't see why. Oh, by the way, somebody in the group asking which island I'm from. And I got my big guy in a flag behind me, man, asking me what island. Who's that man? Oh, Sherwin. I'm not from any island, sir. I'm from Guyana.
Hey, West Indies, all the islands washed by the Caribbean Sea, and those sharing the common historical heritage.
That's teasing, that's Sherwin. Sherwin said the Silver should have been the captain.
Hey, Sherwin.
I have to share the video there, pull up some videos from months back and share it drop it in the thing, man.
Sherwin, the Silver which captain?
Sherwin, let me tell you this, Sherwin, right? If you were to go back to around November, December last year, just go and look at Top of Our Cricket podcast, right? I made a video where I said Joshua Da Silva needs to be dropped, right? And here's the reason why he needed to be dropped. Because he took his position for granted. That is what he did. He didn't value the fact that he was playing cricket for the West Indies at the highest level. His standards as a wicketkeeper had dropped. His standards as a batsman had dropped. His standards as a leader in the team had dropped. And that is when I called for Kevin Imlach, to replace him. And Imlach did a phenomenal job in Pakistan. And that 5 that he made against Pakistan in that second test was crucial, along with his batting. There are people in here who is saying Kevin Imlach is whatever, and Kevin Imlach is this and that. I question your cricketing acumen if you're saying that.
Okay, no, I'm not just a teaser. I should be captain, brother.
I was so impatient, man. I told y'all we're gonna deal with. We don't rush this thing, you know. Before
I'm not saying that teacher Ryan should be captain.
be not entertaining these things. I already got my captain picked, you know. There will be white smoke for Christmas, you know. We painting a new pope. White smoke.
A new pope.
Come on.
Shot.
I don't got my argument set up. Kind of really, I probably don't figure out who it is, but coming up.
The man ain't want it, buddy.
Hmm?
If I the man, I didn't take it in. I said I'm gonna make my runs.
The man I call never had captaincy before by the of any West Indies. I got my reasons.
Okay.
But my main reason why I think Chase needs to, or we need to rethink Chase, is the batting, man. We always talk about youngsters like Atenays and complain about them, but honestly, I would prefer Atenays at this stage to be given chances.
Let me be serious. Somebody asked me why I laugh at Tage. Tage is struggling to even make the team at this particular point in time. 2, he hasn't had enough experience as a leader. I'm not even saying as a captain, as a leader within the teams that he has played. To go and captain West Indies team, it's a poison chalice. It's a chalice that is bound to be with because look at we are criticizing Chase. It's not something that I would put on a Chandrapal if I want him to be successful in the role that he's playing. Because he's not ready for that. And he is, and with being a captain for West Indies, he will fail. The truth is, the last time that the person, I think, let me tell you something. It's like dominoes. The first mistake we made is to give Richie Richardson the captaincy. That's the first mistake that we made. I don't like him in the most recent years for the nonsense he do for ending Darren Bravo career, but it should have gone to
Richie Richardson.
The first mistake that we made, it should have been Desmond Haynes.
Oh, Desmond Haynes should have been the captain. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's the first mistake we by giving Richie Richardson the captain.
Okay, I got what you're saying.
That's the first, and then we get rid of he and we play Sherwin, Campbell, and AG and Griffith and a set of people. Fast forward, another mistake that we made.
They played Stuart Williams when he because Haynes got injured. I think in the England series, and Stuart Williams came in.
Yeah, and another first class bully, by the way.
Yes, and then when the tour to India was to happen, they dropped Desmond Haynes. Desmond Haynes wanted to go to India in 1994.
Good.
They dropped him.
Good.
That was another unceremonious
We ain't even go with the bowlers who we messed wrong in the years. Another thing that we did, because we had all of this nonsense with Hilaire and all of them, because this was clear nepotism, we gave Sammy the captaincy instead of Darren Gango. And at that particular point in time, Darren Gango wasn't a world beater. But we needed somebody. We had to know, and this is the point, we keep going looking back to the legacy. The legacy dead.
Got it wrong. He knew he got it wrong the previous
Well,
time.
it's not dead. The legacy, we cannot only the legacy is alive, but we can't keep holding on to that. We suck as a cricketing nation because at every level, from the youth junior level right up, don't exist. There's no proper cricket.
They got some comments here I want to address, right? And one person said Darren Bravo ended his own career by being afraid of the sharp ball. Sherwin, once again, I'll say this. 90% of the batsmen in world cricket today are afraid of the sharp ball. So Darren Bravo and Shai Hope are not in this thing by themselves. With regards to Bravo, and somebody else mentioned Bravo ended his career or something like that. Bravo didn't end his own career. You understand?
It's also dangerous on this record. It does seem.
Rads give the answer.
Yeah, Rads gave the answer. But when Bravo came back into the team, after not playing cricket in general for about 3 years, I thought he did reasonably well in that series against England.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought he did reasonably well. West Indies had the right. Excuse me. They should have given him the space to work himself back into international cricket instead of this getting rid of him after just a couple of series. They should have kept that man and allow him to work himself back into cricket because he wasn't playing any form of cricket at any good level.
And we're about to lose.
David Stewart is making the point about the long tail. David Stewart, your sentiments are shared by Carl Hooper, and even I think Andrew Mason had shared that point that yeah, the tail is too long. I agree with that sentiment. The question of who to drop, given how Seals is doing, maybe he should take a rest next match. And that's why I argued, I said, look, since Chandra Paul got injured, I would have played Atenes.
3 runs needed for victory.
So the question will now be, will Chandra Paul be fit for the next match? Right? If Chandra Paul is fit for the next match, should he? Some people are saying he should bat at 5. I personally don't have a problem with it.
Chandra Paul batting at 5?
Yeah. I personally don't have a problem with it. I personally don't have a problem with it.
Everybody talking about people playing short balls. We don't have any. We have no spicy pitch in the Caribbean. Not one. Not one. How people get practice at first class level? How are you going to practice playing a shot? We don't come up. Look at the thing that we used to play on that board beside cricket ground. That thing dead from since we used little boys. It dead now.
Hold on.
Why not put King down there and let Tage open?
I personally think King right now should open. And I've been campaigning for King to open the baton for West Indies. You understand? I have been campaigning.
All right. And I know another reason why I would go with that too. The right-left combination.
Yeah.
So from all right.
But I personally think Brandon King is more
steady that the middle life things go all right.
I think Brandon King has the tools to do well at the top as opposed to Tagenarine Chandra Paul. I know Chanapal started his career as an opening batsman, and this is where everybody, right? But over a long period of time, is Tejaran Chanapal going to be a successful opening batsman? I don't think so. He's going to get the odd 50 here and there. And we're going to say, look, you see Chanapal get 50. But when you have an opening batsman that's going to soak up 120 balls for 20 runs, right? There's wickets falling at the other end, and then he gets out. What's the purpose? If wickets, you got to be like your father. When wickets was falling at the other end, you got to be by any means necessary. I bat in here till the cows come home. You understand me? If I got to carry my back and make 50 and West Indies are out for 100, well, that is what it's going to be. But you can't bat 120, 140, 150 balls for 20, 30 runs, and then wickets fall at the other end, and then you yourself get out. What sense does that make?
They're asked to bat first on the surface here, the basin reserve. Make their way through to 200.
Okay. I can listen. Like I said, I like the left-right combination at the top. Don't let the bowlers get comfortable, and which also supports, you know, turning the strike over. Of course, I'm fine with that. But one of the bowlers gotta go. I don't know.
Vanty Williams makes a very good point here. As a captain, you should be able to hold his position in the team. None of the batters can, except him for Hope, but I would rather Shea concentrate on his batting only. Only the bowlers can, but would you give it to any?
All right, I'll tell you who's my captain. Yeah, force now.
Force Sammy Han. Sammy was waiting till the next test match when it ended the next test match to tell you all this thing. Now you have forced the man hand.
Listen. Justin Greaves needs to take the captaincy. Remember, we had 6 candidates at Cricket West Indies took and were assessing.
And put through the psychometrics.
In the testing and all of that. I think Justin Greaves is a good man to captain the team. And I'm saying this without any knowledge of his experience as a captain. So you could hit me for that. But I'm going to trust the Sammy process. He was selected out of those in that 6. He has justified his selection in the team. And but I know Walter throw thing at me the last time and tell me say it's only 100 or when last he make a big score. But I like the young man. He has taken some big scalps.
I said, Jesus Christ, Sammy.
Sorry, what?
No filter, sir. No filter, boy. I said, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
That's correct. Why you say that? No, but I would go with Greaves. I would go with Greaves. I know Kevin would want Chase to take it. Not Chase, Shai Hope. But I don't know if Shai Hope would want
I am putting Shai Hope under the pressure.
But here's the thing, you know. Shai Hope, at this time, I think it's a different situation than some months ago. I do believe so. And further to that, we're not going to have Shai Hope keeping wicket.
So there's somebody here. Oh, it's Sherwin. Sherwin has said he's ready to have Shai Hope as the wicketkeeper. Sherwin, if you would have noticed in the series against India, the reason why Shai Hope or Shai Hope not keeping coincided with him making runs. And it has happened in this series also. You understand? Everybody with any little sense of cricket has said, if Shai Hope wants to be successful, Shai Hope needs to give up the gloves. You can't expect your number 3, number 4 batsman to keep all day And then in a matter of minutes, he's back out, padded up to bat. You understand? You want to save his legs. Save his legs. It didn't work against Australia. It didn't work in the first test against India. It worked in the second test against India. It worked in the first test in this series. It worked in the first innings in this series. I'll leave it at that, Sherwin.
I noticed somebody said they thought I would have said Kemar Roach for captain.
FG said it.
Yeah,
FG the man fool you by.
FG.
I would say this much, right? I would say this much. I actually would have preferred to have Kemar Roach as the West Indies captain on an interim from the time that Australia series started to next June, July time frame. You understand? In that period of time, we working out who the real long-term captain is in that time. So whether it's going to be Josh De Silva working his way back into the West Indies team or a Justin Graves solidifying his position in the West Indies team, or whoever it is, or Shai Hope giving up the T20 captaincy and taking the test and one day team, that's what it is. Because I personally would take the T20 captaincy from Shai, give it back to Roughman Powell, and have him as my test and ODI captain. Because his contention when asked about if he wanted to captain the West Indies team in the West Indies test team was, I can't do all three formats. He wasn't going to do all three formats. And I agree with him.
A little bit. You're obviously first over as the Texan. Yeah, that's like no one wants to say this. We should have to go early bold. And then the second thought went to Iron Body. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do that again.
Fellas, y'all know I love Chase. Roach, talking about Roach here. So I agree with you on that, you know, probably could have had him as an interim captain. But beyond that, I am looking long term. I think Roach is someone who could very well be in the mix-up, the coaching mix-up. Yes, no offense to Ravi Rampal or anything, but I think Roach should go and get his certificates and what have you, and seriously consider coaching. What?
Sammy, let me ask you a question.
Or hold on, Kevin.
And the way you come out was awesome.
I have maintained that if we go back to when Sammy came in and all of that, I would have left Brathwaite captain that team when the Australians come out. I know people had an issue to talk about his form and what have you, but look, for me, I would have said stick with Brathwaite going into that Australian series. I think that is where the problem was. Sammy wanted to create the thing in his eyes or what have you. And I think that played on Brathwaite's mind. I think it's a given. He wanted to get his 100th test. And he wasn't even sure if he was going to be picked. He wasn't even sure if Sammy would keep him on for X period or Y period. If I were Sammy, I would have said, listen, what? I want you to remain as captain for the Australian tour. The minute he come and said that, you want to give up the captaincy, I would have said, hold on. And when the Australian tour is done, we can then look elsewhere because we know it was going to be a serious tour. We know it was going to call for a lot. So you do that. You don't have to bring Chase in and do all kind of whatever. And deepen our batting. Because we know what Chase, as you rightly said, Kevin, we know what Chase did after COVID. So he wasn't going to be justified being in the team based on any batting prowess. And when it comes to bowling against the Australians, you didn't really need Roach's bowling to speak to thing. So that is where I think we erred to begin with. But you had a question.
I've lost my no. Oh, the question was, does Roach really need certificates to coach?
Look, the reason why I said that, right, is that for a person of Roach's caliber, he has to think internationally. We in the Caribbean, regardless of whatever sphere of whatever job we do, whatever field of endeavor we're in, what? We are always looking outside. Both of you, you're all outside the region, right? We've always been moving. So Roach can't just think about the West Indies. And if he wants to knock on doors in England, New Zealand, Australia, India, you name it, right? He needs to get his certification. That's where I'm coming from.
I get that. I get that, right?
So that's it.
But the reason why I'm asking the question is Roach isn't done playing, right? Somebody said Roach has about a year tops left in the West Indies team. I honestly believe he got 2 years because it's only.
No, I agree with you. I'm not sending him away. You know.
Yeah. No. I'm talking about somebody in the chat here, right? I honestly believe Roach has 2 years left, right? You gotta take into consideration that Roach only plays Test cricket, right? How many Test series do we play in a year? How many Test matches are we playing in a year, right? Secondly, if Roach were to be given the captaincy, you get 2 years to groom somebody. You have 2 years to groom somebody. And I'll leave it as that. Anyways, people, it has been great having y'all along for the ride tonight.
Yep.
Right? I got to get up early in the morning. Walter got to go. Sam got to go.
Yeah.
The test match is over.
Hey, by tea.
Inside 3 days.
Test match is over. Test match is over inside of 3 days. A test match that was heading for 5 days is now over inside 2.5 days.
By
right?
tea.
2.5 days.
By
right?
tea.
Walter Turner Englishman now, boy.
Yeah, Walter Turner Englishman.
T.
Walter wanted us bowled out by T last week. We are bowled.
No, expected us to get bowled. No, but thanks, I mean, 104 right now.
No, we had 151 at the stream. That's a good one. For a small podcast, I think we punch.
For the number 5 podcast in West Indies cricket.
Hey, people, check this out. So, fellas, I want us to do this again on the first day, the third test match. Walter, can you pull that up for us? When does that test match start? Is it next Wednesday? Because I think it's a.
Give me a second.
David Stewart said, we could keep a batsman, we could keep another batsman, we could keep a Knotsman.
Wednesday, December 17th.
Wednesday, December 17th. So that is next Wednesday. So next Wednesday, we will be here. I think it'll have to be after lunch, same time, around 7:45 Eastern time, right? That'll be 8:45 Eastern Caribbean time and in Guyana. We will see you guys again. Make sure you come back, join the conversation. We're gonna be chopping it up. As I said, West Indies cricket, it in we veins, it in we blood. No matter the differences we got, this is the only thing that unifies us. As a
the only unify and FG big up. He says the best.
Big up yourself, FG.
FG says the best #1. It's the best podcast.
Somebody said do a 12 a.m. stream, no filter boss. I'm not sure about the 12 a.m. streams. Bye.
12 a.m. who time though? Who time?
12 a.m. who time? No filter boss. 12 a.m. who time?
They gotta be on the weekend, but hey, I
don't have to work on those days.
I stop. Me sleep for West Indies cricket. I do the nonsense. Me, I's a big banner now.
All right, people. Catch y'all next time. Thank you guys. Goodbye. No filter boss. I would give the podcast #7. Rod said the only unifier might just be part of the problem. Major General.
Hey, no filter you in Canada too? All right, bye.
Major General, you can find me on Facebook as Kevin Henry.
Yeah, drop your email in this thing there.
No filter, link me by Walter Henry. Respect.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. Catch y'all later.
Cool, man. Out.
We out.